So we've got Bob and Holly from Innocents Abroad joining us for our segment, Drinks in the Boudoir. The thing is, though,
We didn't bring drinks.
we didn't bring drinks today. So it's just going to be chat on in the boudoir at the moment. So yeah. So what got you into cruising?
Love of travel. I mean, it may sound a little hokey. Just would love to travel. Love the aspect of unpacking once and being done with it.
Yeah, yeah.
And 23 years in the American Navy, and these are cruises that I have to pay for, and I'm still willing to do it. So,
yeah, and
absolutely.
likewise.
The ease of just putting all your stuff in a cabin and going from place to place is just, very appealing to me, obviously. No. But yeah, that's it, and an easy way to do it.
Yeah, and how many cruises have you done now?
Ooh, so you keep count.
Wow, this will sound terribly shallow. This is, I think, 39.
39 cruises, gosh. It's been anywhere in the world where you haven't cruised yet that you want to.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've tried 2 years in a row to go to Antarctica to actually do landings. We've been booked with Seabourn or Silversea.
Mm-hmm.
They've been canceled for obvious reasons.
Yep.
So we're booked again to go this December, well, third time.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We're going to try and go to do the landings on Antarctica here this December.
Okay.
So that'd be nice.
Nice.
Yep. Africa's another one that we have not.
Yeah.
One continent we have not touched.
So what part of Africa do you want to do? Like the southern bit down there, like South Africa, or is it more sort of the North African sort of?
I have two actually. I'd like to do South Africa, but I also kind of intrigued by Marrakesh, which would be the
northern sort of
kind of little corner up there.
Yeah.
So those are kind of interesting to me.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Nice. So who is the planner, or who actually looks for the cruises, and who actually pays for them?
You want to take that answer, dear?
Well, it's kind of a little bit of a collaboration to start with. We'll figure out where we want to go, what region of the world, and then we'll start looking at various itineraries on various cruise lines. But the actual putting all the pieces together, that's definitely more in Bob's wheelhouse. I mean, he gets down in the puzzle pieces to figure out all the logistics and how many days we want to go, and
so it's kind of like a joint effort.
It is.
Then,
He's kind of a strength and weakness thing. Yeah, he's very much the logistical guy. So.
Yeah.
As far as finance, I generally do all the air and tickets, and she might do most of the cruise fare and our hotel. So it's one pot of money anyway. But we have kind of our different roles more or less.
Yeah.
It's all crossover.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at home. I'm usually Tristan's the one that's like, oh, I've found this cruise, let's go on it. And I'm like, hang on, let me look at the logistics. It's fine, I've got it all sorted, we're going to go here, we're going to do this, do you have the time off work? And I'm just like, okay. And so he does it all and I just follow. But I mean, it is at the end of the day, we do discuss it and say, we know where we want to go and what we want to do. So it's not always kind of like Tristan saying, right, let's go and just pack our bags and go. So yeah. So, and how long's the channel been going for now?
We since January of 20. So I'm not sure when this will air, but started in January of 20, and then a month later the whole world
went into lockdown. Yeah.
So it's been a slow. It's picking up, but it's who knew? Yeah.
Okay. And what was it that enticed you to go in and start sharing your adventures on YouTube?
I'm gonna let her take that because I already know what she's gonna say.
Well, Bob's always, videoed, taped, or, recorded our vacations ever since we first started doing cruises many years ago. But it was just for personal use, to look back, something to look back on when we're old and gray and can't do it anymore. So we were starting to use YouTube as a mechanism to research where we were going, and we were getting ready to go on Pacific Princess, a smaller ship in the Princess line. And we wanted to see a ship tour, see what it was like for a small ship. Could not find anything worthwhile. I mean, there was a couple out there that were just like, it kind of made you seasick just watching it. And so I said, Bob, why don't you, you're going to film it anyway. Why don't you pull out that information and put a decent ship tour out there so that others, people are looking for it.
Yeah.
So others have a way to, to view it. And that kind of started the whole thing. We got quite a few views, and then we started he started networking with other bloggers, getting ideas, and that's when we decided, well, maybe we should do our own channel and put our own spin on things. So
we've had stuff on YouTube for 5, 6, 7 years, even some stuff that's just hidden. Nobody's ever going to see.
I'm intrigued now. I want to go and have a look.
Somebody once told me, when you first start a channel, don't be afraid to suck. Just put content out there and always strive to improve. And I thought that was pretty good advice.
Yeah.
But we've had stuff on there before. Our YouTube channel has existed, but under just generic names. As far as a branding of, this is what we want, we're going to have a channel, do it properly, or try to do it properly. That's the January of 2000. But what she's referring to was November of 17, a cruise.
Yeah.
So it's 5 years ago that we were searching, and no, I can do better than that. So or at least hopefully. So it's just, I've always had an interest in film production.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. What's some of the most surprising things since you've been running your channel? I mean, things that you probably didn't expect that have come up as a way, due to the fact that you've actually got a YouTube channel.
I think I think the engagement, as far as when people take time, I guess every YouTube vlogger's got even just a sliver of narcissism, even however small. But it's, even if it's so innocent as you want people to look at your content.
Yeah.
Motivation varies among vloggers.
Yeah. Cool.
For us, we think we produce quality. We try to. And so I want people to watch it to see the production value of it, or at least my idea of it.
Yeah.
What I get out of it, what surprises me the most, is when people, I'm always grateful when people stop by to not just view, but to leave comments.
Yeah.
Because it's not convenient for everybody to sit down and have an account. They may not have a YouTube or a Google account or whatever.
Yep.
But people that take the time to physically log in and have a chat, I love responding to them. I respond to everyone I get. But I also think that people who read the comments for any given video get something potentially out of it as well. Yeah. So I guess I'm surprised that we get a fair more comments than I would have expected. So that's the part that I like, is the feedback from people.
Yeah. No, and I mean, you got to sort of be prepared for the good, the bad, the ugly. When you're doing this, you're putting yourself out there, and there is some people.
We've had a few trolls.
Yeah, you have. But it does make, what makes up for it is the comments that people leave that are very encouraging and very So good. Is there any lines that you haven't tried yet that you want to try?
You want to go first? Because I don't count December, because that's actually we've already tried them.
That's true. That's true.
Well, while she's thinking, I'll say Oceania.
Yeah, I guess I was kind of going there.
All the ones that we've tried, or like in December's was Seaboard, but we've been on their ocean product. This is an expeditionary. Of the ones we have not been on, Oceania intrigues me the most, because 4 out of 6 of their ships are small ships anyway, which we kind of like.
Okay. Yeah. And with cruising, do you like to cruise for the ship, the itinerary, or is it sort of a mixture of two?
For me, it's absolutely a mixture. I'm a ship geek, so I think every ship's potentially got a little soul that's being a little romantic, but I want the ships to be a little bit varied. With no disrespect to Viking, whom we love, they're a little stale. They're pretty much all the same. But going on in just nooks and crannies of a ship, maybe a corridor doesn't go completely straight for 100 yards. Maybe you've got ups and downs and things like that. And I just like the character of some of these older ships, or the smaller ones. Even some of the new ones have a lot of glitz and glamour and whatever. When we book something, it's rarely ship first. It can be, but it's usually destination, and then very quickly turns to, let's go on this ship or this cruise line. But I probably am a little bit more land than ship, because I like the culture aspect of it, but ship's a pretty close second.
Yeah,
I agree.
Think of the other question I had as well. Can't remember. I'm running out. I've just pretty much, I think, done most of them. So Sorry, I'm just trying to think of
All right.
the questions.
That's the beauty of
This
digital
is-
editing. No one will see this part.
Well, you don't know. We might throw this up.
You're going to do outtakes? Outtakes.
I would love to see some people's outtake videos because they would be just quite good. So,
Yeah. Classic.
but yeah, Paul Tristan's got to do the editing, so he's kind of like every time we do some films, he's like, delete it. I don't want to see sitting there trying to sift through which one was the best one and then go through. So yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so last thing as well is how would you sort of describe your channel? And how does it compare or not compare with other channels?
I think, I don't know if I want to even tackle that last bit. I would describe ours as information driven without being old and boring and stale.
Yeah.
It's adventure, but with every couple of minutes there's a little history fact
So
thrown
informative, yeah?
Yeah, very much. Our style is very much documentary.
Yeah.
It's not just throw a camera on and watch birds chirping for an hour. There's adventure. There is.
Yeah.
The ships are definitely showcased in our videos, or the vlogs or ship tours or whatever the case may be. But it's first and foremost, if you watch one of our videos, you're going to find out something about a culture, and even if it's something well traveled by, going to Civitavecchia, you're going to somewhere that's just everybody has been to. I still try to pick out something. Maybe it's that vendor on the corner whose only income is selling root beer bottles or something. And by the way, root beer in Talon, gross. But the story, we often walk by, we're filming something, and you know what? Okay, that's the story. Not how pristine the beautiful trees out here. Well, often the story is a person, one of the citizens, one of the people there. Sometimes it's food. And then it's just also fun. The ships in use. I'm big on ships in use, not necessarily static shots. So if you like a ship and you like the vlog bits, you're going to see the ship in action. Somebody's cooking French fries, somebody's making a souffle, whatever the case may be, but not necessarily endless. You won't see endless static ships of no one in the way. Maybe in the background.
Okay, that's it now. That's really interesting. So yeah. So thank you for taking the time out as well.
Thank you.
So if you haven't subscribed already, it's Innocence Abroad, and it will pop up down here. But yeah, thanks a lot for your time again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, like, comment, and share.